In this video we're going to show you how to update your company settings. So the first thing we'll do is go over to the left hand column, we'll click on the word company, then underneath it will be company settings. Then we can go to the email address on the top where it says BCC email. So this will send, this is an email address where your details, a copy of the certificate or warning notice will be sent to. This is either, if you want to, you can print them off for your records or save them onto a desktop file somewhere. Underneath there we've got the certificate body. So this is when you issue a certificate to the customer. The email body there can be changed how you want it to read for your customer, and the subject is already filled out, obviously, which it says certificate of chimney sweeping. Underneath is the email which is sent out for warning notice, and in the subject there is a warning notice. The subject can be changed if you wish to do so. Underneath that we've got postcode. That is if you charge different prices if you're going to travel further distances, this will calculate the distance from your property or the business address to the customer's house. If you're VAT registered, you can switch this on, and what it can then do is work out your VAT will be shown on your certificate. And you can set that to, obviously it's initially set for 20%. Then you can go on to, if you don't want to do that, you can remove the prices on your certificate, so therefore no prices will be shown on the certificate. But so if you leave that, you can either switch on or off. To the attached calendar file, so when you send a future, so if you do a certificate or warning notice and the customer books another appointment with you, you can then attach the calendar file. The customer then clicks onto this and it will add that appointment or the calendar file to their calendar on their smartphone or whichever device they're using. Persist comments at the bottom. If you switch this on, then any persistent comments that you use, whether it's to do with anything to do with the appliance, etc., it will then add them on to the next appointment or for future use in any of future appointments, so you don't forget anything there, which can be edited on each appointment that you go on. The presets themselves, then this is how you want to work your business, for instance. So whatever you use or commonly use, you can press these on or off, and it will then load them already onto the app when you're putting on the certificate. The sweeping methods, you can obviously select those as well, and put anything additional in there. So if you've used a different way to use a sweeping method, or you want it available for you to click on, then you can put that in that box there. The deposits removed, then every time we sweep a chimney we're going to get some soot out of there, but you can obviously select a default or just put no default itself. The CCTV inspection tab, if it's switched off, so to the left, then it will be set to it'll be highlighted on the app as yellow, because you're not always going to do a CCTV inspection. If you do, then you switch that on and it'll be turning it to green unless you find something on the CCTV inspection that makes it dangerous, etc. The carbon monoxide alarm tested. Well, not everybody has a carbon monoxide alarm, but if you switch that across, then it'll be saying the carbon monoxide alarm has been tested. The sweep price, so the base sweep price, so that can be whatever your standard sweeping price is. If you stick that in there, and what that will do is that will be the set price for everybody, unless you change it or you put additional prices to anything else that you're going to add to that appointment. The duration, so some suites like to give themselves 45 minutes, an hour, or whatever it is. If you put that in there, that will then set that default for your appointment duration time. Going down to the quick options, now this is the details that you'd click on to fill in the certificate itself. So for instance, if we click on the first one, which can be appliance locations, you can go down to the bottom. If it's not one of your defaults which is in there already, you could add one. Say so we'll click on add row and we'll type in snug. go across to the right and press save. Then that will be available to you on the app when you're using it. And obviously you can go on again. You can either edit the comment by going across to the edit box, or you can delete it when you go on the delete, and that will take it off your functions there. And you can add as many of those as you want. And you can go across all the main tabs itself, and how you want to run your business or how you want it to show on the app can be changed for how you want it to be. But also we have put some presets or defaults in there for you already, so you can add, delete, change whatever you want to do with those by using the edit or delete, or just add in a new row. But that's all those little tabs there that you go through. You can change or do anything with those settings. Then extras, so this is if you charge extra for a taller chimney, a soot hatch, Jetmaster, or anything else that you would charge extra for, you can press add row. And if I put Jetmaster in there, if I was to charge £10 extra for a Jetmaster, I would then click on, if it's a recurring, that means next time you go there the Jetmaster's still there, then that would already add that £10 to the next job, so you don't forget. You just press save and it'd be reoccurring. If it's something that you were going to add for an extra that you wouldn't do all the time, so I'm going to add a row again. So if I add an extra on there that's not a reoccurring, so it could be something like a stove rope replacement, you can put that in there as an extra, put what you charge on there, £30. You can then do not select the recurring button and then press save. So if it was recurring, you'd be doing it every time. If it's not recurring, it's a one-off charge when you need to do that charge, and you can add more rows and how you want it to do. Also, you can go over the top there and you can sort them out to be sorted out by price or lowest or highest or whatever, so that's up to you to choose those. Then the contact details are the contact details for the company, so you stick that in there. And also if you want to put some phone numbers in there, you can put your phone numbers in there for the details. That'll be, for the customer to contact you. And we're going to just scroll past the next ones there, and we'll go to update the company settings. So update the company settings, and if you have changed any of the settings on your company settings, you must then go onto the app, go onto the home page, press the three dots on the top and right hand side. Then you'll get it'll say sync settings on the app. Press the sync settings, and then anything you've changed on this main company settings page will now be available to use on the app with your customers.